Dr. Mark Vaughan for the Auburn Medical Group, speaking about desert hiking safety. I like to call it the 3 W's because 3 looks like a W. The 3 W's are water, weather, and wildlife. These are the things that you need to be able to deal with when you're hiking out in a place like this at Joshua Tree National Park. You can have a beautiful time, wonderful time. Just take into account these 3 W's. The first W is water. Water is of utmost importance. Some recommendations are that you carry as much as 2 gallons of water per day of hiking. Now you need to understand that this 2 gallons per person is for the entire day. So if you're starting out from your campsite or from a hotel and you're able to get hydrated before you start, and then afterwards, if you are going back to your campsite or back to a hotel and you're able to hydrate afterwards, that'll count towards that 2 gallons. Now, when you're actually out hiking, it is recommended that each person be carrying on their person about 1 gallon of water. Now, that is a lot of water. I don't carry 1 gallon of water myself. My family members do not carry a full gallon of water on themselves when they're hiking. This is for the less than ideal of having very high ambient temperatures, low humidity, hiking at altitude, all these things that are going to get you drier faster when you will need more hydration, especially if you don't have it available in a place as arid as Joshua Tree National Park. You'll want to have at least 2 liters per person. This is a little harder than just carrying a water bottle around with you, but you do need to have that water with you while you're out on your hike. If you have some other source of water available before or after the hike, like in your car. But it is good to have this, and this could be something like a Camelback or a water bottle, or just the disposable water bottle that the water came in from the grocery store. Just make sure that you have at least a couple liters on your person while you are out on your hike, and have that extra water available in your car when you get back or at your campsite when you get back. The hydration solution I recommend most is water. A lot of people will get into the sports drinks or salt tablets. That's not necessary for most physical activity outdoors. That comes into play when somebody is at a high level of exertion for hours straight, that they would need the electrolytes that you have in a salt tablet or a Gatorade. They're not necessarily going to be harmful for a healthy person who's out hiking, but they're just not necessary until you get to that extra level of exertion. Moving on to weather. We have a lot of sun here in the desert. You need to protect yourself against the sun, especially lighter skinned individuals. You want to have a wide brimmed hat to protect not only the scalp, but the ears and upper face against solar radiation. You don't want to get sunburned and get damage that can contribute to risk for skin cancer later in life. You also want to, if you're not wearing long sleeves, use sunscreen on your arms. It's good to keep the legs covered if you can. Of course, these REI pants that I use, they're able to zip off to turn them into shorts, are very handy. You can keep the protection there and for warmth while you're hiking, but if it gets very hot, you're able to adjust them and turn them into a pair of shorts. Weather also includes protection against thermal danger, not just heat, but also cold. Being able to dress in layers so you can take off a sweatshirt or put it back on. Having that in your backpack is very valuable. It's also a good idea to carry something that you can wear in case of an unexpected rain. Not likely in a place like this, but on many hikes, people will need to have that. Some tips on exposure to extra high temperatures. Especially when you're hiking, you can get very hot. If you're able to, you need to find a place of shade where you can cool down if you start feeling it affecting you. If you start noticing that you're sweating more profusely than you were on the rest of the hike. If you find that you're not feeling well, if you can even tell that you're having mental status changes, definitely take a break, get somewhere in the shade, get hydrated, use your water at that point because you need it. A way to avoid needing the water in a dangerous situation is to stay hydrated as you go along, taking sips as you go, not waiting until you get thirsty, because then you can be getting at risk for having problems. Your body's metabolism is affected by the process that occurs as you get thirsty that can be avoided if you're drinking as you go. The last W of wildlife can vary according to where you're hiking. Out here we have the possibility of dangerous interaction with venomous insects, arachnids, snakes. These are things best left alone. If you see them, go the other way. Do not harm the creature. Do not try to collect the creature. Do not try to touch the creature. Just observe them from a safe distance away. Some good advice is to not get close enough that your interaction with the creature affects it in any way. And if you find that they are reacting to your presence, walk the other direction and give them their space. I hope that this video is helpful for you, and I hope that you're able to enjoy the wonderful deserts that we have to go hiking in. Please let us know about some of your adventures by commenting in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Dr. Mark Vaughan telling you to stay in good health.